that is a good move, the Crucifix Armbar. But if we make a minor switch and do a little shrimp, we're gonna take a very good move and turn it into almost unstoppable. Now we're gonna start with Zach down in the turtle. Let's say he just took a shot on me and failed. So I'm here, and we could do any of the chokes. The Anaconda, the Bravo, the Peruvian necktie that we've been working all last week, the guillotine choke that should be a staple for everybody. But then I can also start turning towards his back. And as I turn towards his back, there should also be the staple move here of dropping the knee in, hitting him in the thigh, and doing the spiral ride to the back, all right? Very simple move of getting on your partner's back with you in the intro. Good to practice over and over and over again so that it becomes second nature for you. But I also have the option when I'm here of not taking the back, but kind of taking the crucifix position. What I need to do is bring my inside knee, the knee that's closest to Zach, to the floor between his knee and his elbow. Then I'm gonna use that knee like a windshield wiper to slide out to expose his arm just a little bit more so I can use my other leg, my heel specifically, to go get his arm, drag his arm back just enough so that my bottom leg can now go catch it. And when I catch it, I just cross my ankles. I could cross my ankles a little higher in the triangle if you want, depending on how comfortable. As long as I pinch my knees together, this arm is compromised. Right? And there's a lot I can do here. We have bulldog chokes and a whole bunch of bean chokes here. But what I like to do is get a hold of his arm, and then I push off and across. And as I push off and across, we roll, we end in this position. Right? In the gi, this is a lot easier for me because I could reach under his throat, get a hold of the lapel here, and get a nice choke. But I could do that in no gi also. I have a nice rear naked choke here. We also have this arm exposed. What I want to do, and this is the minor issue here, is my inside leg is the bottom leg, my outside leg is the top. We want to change that, right? And I want to change that without Zach just taking his arm away. So I'm going to bring my top leg over the bottom leg, slide down, and make that switch. Right? Hardest part of the move. Bringing my top leg over to his bicep, I slide down towards the wrist, and then I switch. Then when I do that, I don't like this angle. I could push up and get the arm lock, but my hips only go as high as my bridge goes. If I shrimp out to the side, now I can definitely bridge a lot better. As my heel goes down towards his wrist, my hip goes into his elbow, and I get a nice tight arm lock here. You make this even better by hugging your partner where Zach has nowhere to go as I bring that forward and get this. All right, sometimes if you're doing this correctly and fast enough, this is one of those yell taps. He's gonna have to tap, 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 because it takes the arm from here to there, like quickly. So he goes in for this tackle, and again, you don't have to tackle if you don't want to. You could start here. Sprawl to the side, my head's facing Zach's head. My inside knee comes in, exposes the arm, so I can now drag, pass, and then start my roll. Once I roll here, there are options of choking him, different things we can do here. I want you to just hold him close. And then the hard part, over, make that switch, a little shrimp. And I'm just sliding onto the wrist, and as I slide down to the wrist, my legs are pushing away, my hip goes forward, I have a really tight arm lock here. All right, one last time. We start at the turtle if you want. Zach's old, guys. I don't know if you guys knew that. Get to the side, slide the knee in and expose, and catch it. And once I'm here, I'll roll, make sure he doesn't get away, we switch. Slide down to the wrist, this is my push, while my hip comes forward, and I have a nice tight arm lock. All right, we have plenty of time to practice this, so let's go back and forth.